it's a blessing in our deen that we have a concept of bid'ah from two perspectives. From one perspective, man ahdath fi amri hadha fahuwa radd. Whoever invents something that's religious, it's rejected. If, as someone who was previously a Protestant Christian and witnessed what happens when religion gets watered down, it ends up as sentiment, that bid'ah and being wary to introduce anything into the deen protects that. So the fact that Muslims care so much about this is a blessing, because we don't want things to seep into the religion that are not from it. This is what's going to preserve the integrity and the purity of the religion over the centuries. It's because we're so worried about falling into bid'ah. So I'm not talking about, because we think of bid'ah now, we immediately get into a polemical conversation of it. Just put that aside. I'm talking about the blessing that our Prophet warned us about bid'ah. That's created a sense where the ulama's job is to protect this deen over the ages. So it's a blessing. Okay? And then from another perspective, the fact that according to many understandings, there's different degrees of bid'ah and different classifications of it. That's also a great blessing. So the fact that you have something that is a bid'ah hasana, a good innovation. Sayyidina Umar said when he gathered the Sahaba in his time, or even after the time of the Prophet, the Sahaba and the others, in the masjid to do tarawih, ni'matul bid'atu hadihi. That's the word he used. What a great bid'ah this is. If bid'ah was only that negative, he wouldn't have used that word. Now, he was familiar with the hadith of our Prophet ﷺ, right? That every bid'ah is dalal and every dalal, a form of misguidance, is in the fire. So there's clearly a category that's so, part of the blessing of that is it enables for us to have, there's a latitude in our deen to bring about benefit when things get watered down at a later time. So for instance, like one of the most controversial ones, and some people say it's like the Mawlid. The Mawlid is a bid'ah hasana. Okay? If someone doesn't do the Mawlid, that's fine. It's not an act of worship that you have to do. It's not even classified as an ibadah. It's an ad. It's a custom. Customs can be good or bad. Many ulama said it's a good thing to do. But does everyone have to do it? No. So we got to be careful on both ends with this, right? But those that want to do it and to use it as an opportunity to remember the Prophet ﷺ, that's a great thing. Because which one of us is at home, yani, longing for the Prophet ﷺ, thinking about him? Right? So the fact that we can have something like the Mawlid or the recitation of the Burda or something like this to remind us of the Prophet ﷺ, it's a bid'ah hasana, it's a blessing. The Sahaba didn't need Mawlids. They were in the presence of Rasulullah. Right? So bid'ah that's just a small perspective on that. There's a lot more that can be said, of course.